By early spring 1943, among the very few Jews who escaped, 13 found refuge with Stefania and Helena. 16,000 other Jews from Shemesh perished by that time. The ghetto was soon empty. For Stefania and her 13, fear of disclosure was a constant concern.
One day, 2 SS men came to the backyard here, or front yard, and they looked around, and they came to me too, and they said, I have to move out. They gave me 2 hours because they will take my apartment for them. I asked why. They said they converted his school across, and they make a military hospital, and they needed apartment for themselves, for nurses. So they gave me 2 hours to move out of my apartments. If not, they will kill me. I told my people that I don't know what to do, where to go, where to look for apartment. It's impossible to find apartment in 2 hours. So they said, all my 13, they said, Steffi, we have to die, but you take your sister Helena and run away. You not have to die. You cannot help us anymore, but save your sister and your life and run away, that you still have time. Suddenly I heard the voice. The voice was woman's voice, was so nice, was so quiet. And she said to me, don't worry, will be everything all right. You will not move out from this apartment. You will stay here. And then I got up and I told to my 13 that I will not move from this apartment. Will be everything all right, and I will stay in that apartment. And all 13, they looked at me, and these eyes I still sometimes see, like they looked to me, and I said, go to your bunker and be very quiet, I repeated. And when they went up, so I closed the door and I opened the windows, and I don't know, I felt so happy, so enjoyed that I started to sing. And past exactly 2 hours, I was still stood at the window, came only one SS man, and he was so friendly, he smiled to me from far away. Then he came at the window and he said to me, that's very well I didn't move, because they will take only one of my room, and the other room I can stay. Very good that I didn't move.
This is the attic, but not like it was before. There's a lot of changes. There was here a wall here, then the false wall was like from here to here, about 6 feet, and the roof was going like this. So we were from here to here, and there was 13 people here, lying like sardine, head, legs, head, legs, head, legs. We could sit, we could not stretch the legs, we could not stretch our up, only like this, everybody. My position always was here on the bottom, and I was bent always, and I was watching, there was a small door, and I was watching if somebody was not coming, and the door was open to get a little fresh air, and then we are closing. So this is the result, my kyphoscoliosis here, because 2 years I was sitting, lying in such position. And this was the very, very difficult time, but we have to survive. We know that we have to go ahead, and we have to be strong enough to survive.
Obtaining food for 15 was a never-ending task.
As you see, this place here was a market, and I used to come here every day to buy food, vegetables and potatoes, all kind of food. Piece of bread and soup, that was their food.
the pressure was unrelenting.
One day, I came from work, and I looked at the window. These two nurses came with that specimens and one soldiers. And the soldiers came with the rifles. And I knew that there's something wrong. And one nurse started running up on the attic.
And I heard some squeak, and just I said, a signal. Everybody was quiet. I closed the doors, and I was looking for a small opening. I saw the girl, she came, the nurse, she was looking around. And this around, that she came more higher, almost she was there looking, and then she came back down.
But can you imagine my frightening and my feeling that 4 German every night slept in the room and 13 Jews on the attic over their heads. My feeling was terrible. I expected every night, and I prayed to God. I expected that will come Gestapo and will kill us, me and Helena and all 13, anytime. One night we heard the fighting start. First, heavy artillery was very, very difficult, and so really was fighting and fighting by heavy artillery. So for sometimes people complain that that is terrible, but for us, that was like beautiful music. And for a few minutes, I stood still at the window. The soldiers, I saw 2 Russian soldiers, and they arrested these German soldiers, and they took them someplace, and the other 2 soldiers, Russian, they were walking, and they turned to my home. And they start to ask me how was here in Poland, and what German was doing, and all questions.
When we heard that they said that they are chasing the German, they will never come back, they're going directly to the Berlin. So we opened the doors, we burst inside, and they were scared, they pick up the rifles, and it's, who are people? So my wife said, this is my people, and I will tell you who are there. They're Jewish people whom I was holding 2 years. I was saving their life, me and my little sister Helen. And then this man said, I am Jewish, the officer, and I am chasing German. I'm looking who, because they killed all my family. He started to cry. He said, and my duty is to find the collaborators with them and the German, and I have to give them back what they did to us.
These soldiers later turned to me, and they embraced me, they lifted up me and Helena too, and they said, hero, hero, hero. She is bigger hero than we are. We are fighting with weapons, with rifles, with friends, and we have our country behind us. They didn't have nothing, 2 girls. And the second said, not 2 girls, girl and a half. And we laughed, and was enjoy really for all of us, because we knew that is now maybe will be freedom for my people.
I believe in faith. The faith was always my guide, who helped me to save not only my life, but some other people. I lost my family, 22 people from my family, and I was still strong. I didn't give up, and I was trying to survive and help other people.
Some people say that I am a hero. I don't think so that I am a hero. I just did what I thought I should do. And thanks God, all they are alive. And that was my fate.
Joseph and Stefania may not wish us to see them as heroes, but in sharing their story, they want us to understand that the individual acts of moral courage from both rescuers and survivors must endure. In this they shall remain in our thoughts of the Holocaust period, as our witness to what happened on the other side of faith. Stefania and Joseph married in Poland in 1945. They now live in Boston, Massachusetts, where Joseph is a dental surgeon and Stefania his office assistant. Helena is a physician in Poland. Of the 12 other Jews whose lives were saved, the Berzminskis believe 10 are still alive in Poland, Belgium, Israel, and in the United States. Joseph, whose real name is Max Diamant, lives with the slimmest of hope that one or both of his brothers, in spite of all the evidence that has been given to him, may still be alive, and that as a result of this program, they will be reunited.